Welcome to season 2, episode 5 of A Message From. We're your hosts. I'm Edward.
I'm Alyson.
Did I do a good job?
You did a great job.
Okay, it's weird. It's like rusty, but anyway.
First time back doing it because I
First
opened
time back
last week.
Yes. My rundown of subjects, topics.
Yeah, give it to me.
Okay. Volleyball. I got a new bottle. Death certificates. Maybe we should talk about music. I have a garden update, and I went to a creative reuse center.
Ooh, okay. Good topics. My
how we did this last time.
My rundown.
Okay,
let me give you my rundown.
Yeah.
My rundown is Stadtpark Frisbee, Big Boy of Germany, throwback concert in an airplane hangar, a German dance party, I Spy with my twitchy eye, and the hottest nail trend in Deutschland.
Okay. Who's first? I don't remember how we did this last time.
You can go first. I'm going to pick Creative Reuse Center.
Damn it. I was hoping you would choose the bottle so I could drink out of it because I'm thirsty.
Fine. Do the bottle.
It's very fast. I got one of these.
Ugh.
And I'm thirsty.
I'm not excited about the bottle. I'm sorry.
Oh, this one is not a Stanley.
It's a knockoff, right?
I guess so. But the brand is very nice, and it doesn't leak.
Love that for you.
So, it's good.
It's a really nice color.
I know. Matches my nails and my full outfit yesterday.
Love.
Creative Reuse Center. I was out with a friend yesterday, and we got lunch, went to the woo-woo shop, and then there's this place called Construction Junction, which has hardcore home renovation stuff. I know you're thinking of Conjunction.
Junction, what's your function?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. I needed to sing that.
We love a Schoolhouse Rock moment.
We do.
One of the saddest things about teaching abroad was that my students were never at a level where I could routinely show them Schoolhouse Rock stuff. We could only do nouns because it's easy to be okay, now we make a list. What are some things? People, places. Anyway, so next to Construction Junction, attached to the same complex, Construction Junction has home renovation, toilets, sinks, that are in good shape but need a new home, right?
Okay.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
We love.
And next to it is a creative reuse center. I think it's Pittsburgh Center for Creative Reuse. It's more art supplies, fabric, random tools, puzzles that are probably missing pieces. If you're looking for an art project and you need some random shit, it's the place you go. I found the black and white photo bin.
Okay, I love this because I follow this account on Instagram that finds old photos at thrift shops and then tries to identify the people in the photos and reunite them with the photos.
I'm thinking that would be very difficult. Because
very difficult, but they do find people. I don't know if you can hear the airplane soaring overhead. Okay, good.
I think I did when I edited last time, though.
You'll hear it. It's loud.
But yeah, so I'm imagining that would be difficult because there's not a lot of info on it, right? But then I'm okay, well, if you're buying it in a place, the people probably dropped it off. You could maybe find a list of people. There's ways you could get around it, but it would be difficult. But that's interesting. I'm not doing that. No. I was just looking for pictures of hot people. Because I've done this enough where I know that in a bin, there's going to be several types of photos, right? Still photos of people at occasions, graduations, anniversaries, weddings, baptisms, yada, yada. Pictures of people in front of houses. I don't know. Sometimes a landscape shot of something random, right? But there's always someone at a beach looking very candid because it had to be on the beach, Hot people on the beach. So,
Hot
what did I
people
find?
on the beach. Random.
Let me just show you.
Let's see this hot person on the beach.
I found 3 hot people on a beach, kind of. All right, we have this photo.
Gorgeous. I love
Person
that.
on a beach, right? Okay. Along the same vein, this must be like the same people.
Okay.
Kind of artsy,
Digging it.
you know. And then my pièce de résistance. Pièce de résistance.
Pièce de résistance.
Exactly.
Vive la France. I'm wearing my French shirt today. It's red, white, and blue.
Oh. It's also Slovenian. I'm trying to think of like Russian.
Or like American or like 80 other countries. But I chose that
Paraguay.
it's French. It's French. It's stripes.
There you go. Also, disclaimer, I don't know if Paraguay is red, white, and blue. I think I'm thinking of somewhere else. Anyway, my pièce de résistance.
Ooh.
Great photo. It's a little not framed right. Like it should be like this. But anyway,
I like it.
What am I going to do with these? I don't know.
Frame
I don't know
them.
where to put these. But maybe I'll find more and make a thing out of it.
A thing. We like a thing.
They were $1.07 in total.
Oh, I was winning like each. That's a ripoff.
No, total. They had stamps. I almost bought stamps. Like
You're about to be a stamp collector?
Stamps. Insane. There was one that was like hand stamped by. Like you needed to stamp the stamp again. Crazy. A lot of people with names. Andrew.
Oh, wow.
Paula. Like who needs a stamp like that? Anyway.
I used to have an A stamp with a little red ink pad. Boop, boop.
See, yeah, there were
I
a
would
lot of
stamp
letters.
my A on everything.
There were some that were like, it's not about the candles you blow, it's about the cupcakes you get. Someone had that made. Insane.
What do you do with that? Where do you even
I don't know.
stamp
It
that?
had no ink on it. Like you could tell it was unused. Which honestly, shame. Big shame.
A pity.
Pity.
Anyway,
good times. How is the throwback concert in an airplane hangar not the same as the German dance party?
Well, funny you should ask. So one of my friends from work sends me a message Friday afternoon. I was like, "Are you going to the Hoobastank concert tonight?" I'm like,
Hoobastank?
"Yeah." I'm like, I was like, "Hoobastank? No, they're not touring, but we'll get to that." I'm like, "Hoobastank? Like, I didn't even know they were going to be here. Like, what's the deal?" So he sends me the flyer. It's like they're here because of the Armed Forces Entertainment Organization. They brought them here to Germany to perform on base. So they performed a free concert in an airplane hangar on the Air Force base. On base, yeah. So we go. Wild. I'm like, I was living my childhood dreams. Like, I loved
how many
Hoobastank.
Hoobastank songs do you know?
That I could like sing all the words together with them that they performed. I think like 3 of them. And the other ones I was just like rocking out. But anyway, I'm like, random Hoobastank. First of all. Second of all, in an airplane hangar on the base. Cool. Third of all, I would have lived for this when I was in 5th grade. I would have been like, oh, yes, Hoobastank. So we go. It was supposed to be like, it's a family event, right? Like people could bring their kids. There were young people there. Because like Armed Forces Entertainment. And you're like, you got a lot of families here. So it started at 8 p.m. It was done by 9:30. So. Oh
my God, iconic.
Yeah. So we're all like, okay, where do we want to go next? What do we want to do? So we're like, okay, let's actually, this is another thing on my list. We're going to cover 3 at once, okay?
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So we're like, let's go to Big Emma's. Big Emma's is open because obviously in Germany, things close early, right? So we're like, limited options. We got to find a place that's open late-ish. Big Emma's was supposed to be open till 11. So we're like, cool. Go there, get 1 drink. No big deal. Yeah.
That's so early.
Right. So we go to Big Emma's, we pull up and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Big Emma's is literally the big boy of Germany. I'm sure Big Emma has better food, But we get out, we pull up, right? There's this giant statue of this huge fat woman, Big Emma. She's holding this she's holding this tray of food, and it's like German food, right? Like big, hearty German food. And I'm like, it's Big Boy. It's the Big Boy of Germany.
My God. I forgot about Big Boy.
I'm dying. Well, ideally, I would love to forget about it because it's a curse on this earth. But let me show you a picture of Big Emma.
Do you think Big Emma is also a curse on Earth?
Well, I don't know, because we get out of the cars, we walk up to Big Emma, and we hear this music coming from down the street. Like, banging music. So,
what kind of banging music?
It was live music. We hear more live music. So we're like, what's going on? This is Big Emma, by the way. Wait. I'll send you the picture. You can see it better. But like...
Yeah, send that to me. Can you send it to the Zoom chat?
So I don't know if I can send it to the Zoom chat.
Just send it to me. I need to see this in HD.
We're standing in front of Big Emma's on the street, right? And there's only like 3 people sitting at Big Emma's. We're like, this ain't it. But we hear this live music coming from down the street. So we're like, more live music. Let's go. So
Big Emma looks possessed.
Doesn't she? She's freaky.
Wait, the way you also took this photo, the angle, sorry for the listeners, because you're close and she's like tall.
Yeah.
Right? She's standing on a pedestal, as Big Emma should, I guess. On her plate of hearty meal, you only see her one eye. So she's like peering behind. I don't even know what that is. It's a
I don't even remember.
And like...
Yeah.
God
probably like freaking potatoes and bratwurst or something.
Potatoes, bro. Looks like I was gonna say brot, but I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure it's brot. I'm sure there's brot on there
she
too.
She looks terrified. Do you see what I mean?
Big Emma is scary.
She's peering. Anyway.
So anyway,
we hear this live music,
and we're like, and someone's like, "Oh, it's Maxie. Maxie's down there." So we're like, "We're going to Maxie."
Like, so person, place, or thing. Back to Schoolhouse Rock.
Place. Maxie is a place, another bar/restaurant. Well, apparently Maxie has like a permanent outdoor stage for live music.
Slay.
So we walk to Maxie, we get in, it's bumping. People are on the dance floor, like there's tables outside, there's the bar outside, like but it's a weird floor. Well, it's a weird mix, right? Because there's like really old people there, but then there's some young people there, and then like there's all ages. There's a random guy holding his infant above his head the whole night. This baby. Have you seen the videos of the dad who's like teaching his little girl how to be a cheerleader? And he's always just got her on like one hand. This baby was fresh, under 1, but it was holding like a perfect position. Core activated for like 2 hours. I'm not kidding you.
Did it have the big baby headphones on?
No. Oh. But it was so cute. So anyway, this German band, typical German band, like there's one woman and the rest are dudes. And there's like one of the guys a singer, the one woman's a singer. And then everyone else is like on the instruments. They're doing an incredible mix, like German remakes of like English songs, German songs. There was...
What genre? Rock?
Everything, like rock, a little bit of pop. When we walked in, they switched from like a traditional German song to, I wish I could remember the name. It's it's like a Brazilian Portuguese song. I don't know. It's super popular. You know, it's like Nossa. I'm like, how did we go from like German to this? No idea.
But that's the genre of like songs every European knows. Like,
true, yeah.
That's that genre. I don't know what that's called.
Yeah, songs every European knows. That pretty much covers it. It's so good, right? And of course, in my group, like, I'm the younger one. So everyone's always like, oh, have you ever even heard of this before? Like, were you even born when this came out? Yeah, I'm the younger one for once. I'm killing it. All these other people, I'm like, you're old. You're old.
Yeah, old. Capital O.
Yeah. So I'm the young, I'm like, oh, I love this song. And half of them didn't know the song. And I was like,
lame.
Finally. Success. But, so anyway, we're there. And, you know, German dance moves are like, I was like, I could kill it in Germany because I can't dance, but I could do that.
I don't know. We just saw you dance on the pod. It was, wow. It was great.
So I'm like, this is my place. So we were there for a couple hours and come to find out Maxie's is like bumping every night. So we'll be back at Maxie's.
You doing the German party circuit, aka Big Emma's to Maxie's. Or wait, no, Airbase to Maxie's. Yeah. Next thing you know, she's in Berlin. She's at Berghain.
Me at Berghain. Do you think I would get in with this shirt?
I do not think either of us would get into Berghain.
And these headphones.
No, I don't think we get into Berghain.
Okay. Well, let's take a little break and contemplate what we would wear to get into Berghain. God. And we'll be back.
Welcome back from the break. I have decided that I'm just not going to go to Berghain, so I don't need to figure out what I'm going to wear.
Same. It's not really my vibe.
What kind of music do they even play at Berghain?
To be honest, I assume it's just like the typical German techno that's on at like 8 a.m. here. Like, why are you playing techno on the radio at 8 a.m.? Germany.
Stop.
Oh, yeah. Morning techno.
I mean, hey. I guess it was the same as Spain, but it was like morning reggaeton.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I could get behind some morning reggaeton.
You could?
I could. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Anyway.
Where should we move to next? Steer us in the right direction.
Speaking of reggaeton, let's talk about music.
Oh, the only thing I want to talk about music is it sucks right now.
Oh, yeah. Someone was saying there's no summer bangers. Fedez came out with his annual summer banger.
Of course.
And it's like...
all the Italian girlies did.
It's not
lame.
As high quality as the last two were. I'll say it.
Nothing slaps in the Italian market, which is depressing.
Sad.
I mean, there's been some good ones, but nothing lasts long.
I think the problem is everyone's out touring right now, so they're not making anything new.
True. The girlies are touring.
Mm-hmm.
The only person who's touring and putting out new music is Taylor Swift.
She does it all. She's a robot, right? Like a cyborg?
It's gotta be. Yeah. Anyway, I just been sad because it feels like there's nothing to listen to. I mean,
yeah.
If I had to choose my song of the summer, it would be Rush by Troye Sivan. But that's because I'm basic and gay.
My song of the summer is Sprinter, which you obviously would not know because it's UK rap by Central C and Dave. It came out in June, maybe.
Okay.
I could listen to it on repeat for hours.
It happens. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what have I been listening to? And I can't remember. So that's probably not a good sign, right?
Not a good sign.
Yeah. Anyway,
no.
I mean, the Barbie soundtrack was good, but still, I'm moving over that. That hasn't lasted all summer.
The only one I've heard, because I haven't seen the movie, is the...
You haven't seen Barbie?
No, not yet. I want to see Barbie. I need to see Barbie. The only one that I've heard is the Nicki and Ice Spice song, because obviously it's everywhere.
Great. The Charlie XX song? Great. Ava Max song? Great.
Okay, well, you would love an Ava Max song, even if it was
every single Ava Max song.
Same with Charlie XX.
They're great. Love being an Ava Maxinista. I don't think that's what they're called. But hey,
whatever.
She's never done me wrong in terms of music.
Start the fan club.
Yeah, pass. Could we talk about Frisbee? Because I need to preface this with... We have a WhatsApp group where we just send an activity tracker every day, and you logged onto it or, whatever. And there's a category for other, and you react to the poll with an emoji of something vaguely related to what your activity was.
Yeah.
You put the Frisbee, and I quite literally opened it and thought, I didn't know you could react with a PrEP pill because it looked exactly like PrEP pills.
It doesn't
why is that little PrEP?
That was my workout, getting on PrEP.
Yeah, I was huh? And then I was like, oh, it's a Frisbee.
the icon, when I saw it, when I searched Frisbee and that came up, I was like, well,
yeah,
my only option. So this is what we're going to go with. So I'm notoriously bad at Frisbee. Like, awful. Always have been. Since a child, too. Like, we try to play Frisbee golf. I throw the Frisbee. I'm facing this way. It goes that way.
Oh.
Can't throw a Frisbee. So anyway, my trivia group, one of them a couple weeks ago at trivia, they were like, oh yeah, we got this new Frisbee. And so like in between trivia rounds, they were going outside like throwing the Frisbee, right? And they're like, oh, do you want to come? And I'm like, trust me, you do not want me to come outside and throw that Frisbee. Because we're like downtown, right? So it's like narrow side street. It's nighttime. There's a donor window right across from us. I'm like, if I throw that Frisbee, it's going to go in the donor window, knock someone out. They're going to like face plant on a grill or something.
Like spinning meat.
Yeah. Meat flying everywhere. So I'm like, nah, like I need to be in an open space. So anyway, I get a text yesterday like, hey, we're on the way to the park, right by your house. We're going to throw the Frisbee around. You want to come? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll meet you there. So I'm like, okay, give me some Frisbee lessons because I need them. Like, y'all are going to get a workout today because you're going to be running after this Frisbee. I didn't do too bad. There were a couple wild ones.
Shanked
but
it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So
was this like Frisbee golf or you just like...
No, just like three of us throwing a Frisbee.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's giving like Boy Scouts.
You know, I should have done Boy Scouts. I would have been so good at it.
You could have.
I could have. I wouldn't have been welcome. No, they wouldn't have let me in. They would have made me do Girl Scouts. In the 90s, they were not letting girls into Boy Scouts.
Okay, you wouldn't have been there in the 90s.
Well, yeah, I was born in 1990. What age do you start Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts?
You would have been a Cub Scout.
What age do you graduate to Boy Scouts?
6th grade.
How old is 6th grade? 11?
Yes.
Okay, so in the 90s, they weren't letting little girls in Cub Scouts. You were in brownies.
You would have been like, it would have been 2000, 2001.
I didn't want to be a brownie.
Yeah, no, it sounded not... I don't know. I heard the things that they did and they had a good time, but it wasn't the same caliber of
I wanted to be like out in the woods, building fires and shooting BB guns.
Yes, although I didn't shoot the guns very often. I did that.
I think I probably have mentioned this before, but it came up again the other night. I don't know how it came up.
Good.
But I won my first and only shooting competition I ever entered.
What do you mean by shooting competition?
Like weekends, meet at this shooting range outside. We have a competition. Everyone just lines up and shoots the targets. Whoever's dead on wins. Like,
when was this?
Ooh. Like mid 2000s, maybe?
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Did not know this. Well, congrats.
Thanks.
Deadeye.
I'm pretty good. I used to go to the range too.
Oh, I did not know this. So, how do you... Never mind. I'm going to cut this.
Okay,
so you didn't fuck up the Frisbee too much?
No, not too bad. Towards the end, I started getting a little, like, rough. But if I found that if I don't think about it too much and I just, like, let her rip, she doesn't really rip. Like, I don't have the wrist strength yet to, like, throw a really powerful Frisbee. But it was going in the right direction. Yeah.
You have to... See, this is why I think of Boy Scouts, is because, like, it's an activity you do when you're, like, bored out of your mind. Although, like, Ultimate was, like, a thing at some point, too. And I was like,
Ultimate Frisbee was super popular when I was in undergrad. There were teams. Right. It was a thing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that would happen, like, sometimes at camp, and it was kind of like, okay, here we are. But, yeah, it takes a while to learn how to, like, you know, flick it or whatever. Rip it. Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm so proud. Okay.
I
need to hear about these death certificates.
Oh, okay. So I've had to order a lot of certificates over the past couple weeks because I'm trying to get this whole Polish citizenship figured out and requires a lot of records. So I had to get all my not all of them, 4 of them. 4 of my great-grandparents' death records, which death records are so fun because you've lived a life, right? So there's like more information on it. Like birth certificates are like mother, father, day, place, time, boring, right? But on death certificates, you've got things like occupation, what you died from. Like,
the occupation one is the one that gets me. I'm like, why is there an occupation on this? What does that matter?
It's crazy. Like, and it's also my 2 great-grandmothers, like usual occupation, kind of work done during most of working life. What do you think it is?
Housewife?
Yeah. Yes. It's like homemaker or housewife. Yeah. And
Awful.
then retired.
Oh, well, I'm trying to be. I'm ready to retire.
But it's funny because you're like, oh, there's lots of information on it. Like, sounds good. But then sometimes people wrote instead of typed, and you're like, well, that's illegible.
What? Yeah, it's always illegible. What is that handwriting?
Exactly. We got chronic syndrome. Don't know what the middle word is. It's either Blair, Blaine, not sure. Not gonna know. Anyway, you would think that there's lots of other info on it, but there's like things missing. Like my great-great-grandmother's maiden name. We have Andrew, blah, 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 and then Teresa, in brackets, unknown.
Yep.
She's just Teresa.
It blows my mind. I'm like, there was no one around that knew. Nobody.
No one?
No one?
Well, thinking of like which part of the family this is from, I'm like, not too surprised no one knew, because like, I just found out this one man's name is Andrew. Like, good to know. But anyway, I digress. So it's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to do a lot more work now, but at least I'm
fascinated.
Yeah. Anyway, let me scroll back to your thing.
Yeah. What do you want to hear about?
Do you want to talk about your nails? Sorry, I'm like squinting because I'm looking at my computer screen.
Yeah, so they're changed now. I just did them yesterday.
Is this the hottest trend to have it?
This is not the hottest trend. Oh. I was thinking about this yesterday as I was painting them, but they were in desperate need. They were all grown out. It had been 2 weeks. It was time. So I had like a bright light blue on just before this.
Okay.
And when I tell you, I have never had more people comment on my nails than when they were that color. So one of my friends saw it and was like, oh yeah, that's like the new color for summer. It's called like blueberry milk or something. And so of course, immediately after that, I started seeing it on Instagram, like a light sort of like milky blue color. And so I'm like, okay, apparently it is a trend. And then last weekend, after the football game, one of the other women who was with us, I like saw her nails. We weren't sitting by each other at the game, so I didn't like see what she was wearing or anything until after when we were at the pub. And I looked over and saw her nails. We had matching nails. So I was like, we match. Hers were almond shaped, but like whatever, matching nails at the pub, right? So then a couple days later, I'm in the bank. The guy from one of the side desks comes up to me and I'm like I got my phone in my hand. I got a paper or something so you can see the nails. And he comes up to me and he was just like, oh, what type of transaction are you doing? Whatever. And then he was like, do you do your own nails? And I was like, yeah, I do.
This man.
And he was like, yeah. He was like, no. I was like, I keep seeing all these bright nails. Looks like a bowl of Skittles. He kept calling him like a bowl of Skittles. Yeah, he's like, keep seeing everyone's got these like bright candy colors on their nails. And he's like, obviously probably thinking like, what's going on? The girlies are wild this summer.
This straight German baker being like, the girlies are wild.
Yeah, but then this lady who was also working, like her desk was next to him. He was like, oh, let me see them. Like she was interested. So I show her and she thinks they're cute. And I'm like,
one of the dolls.
Yeah, exactly. But he was like, what is going on? Why are people painting their nails like this?
This poor conservative straight male biker.
Oh my goodness. And so then someone at work said, like, oh, one of my other friends at work, like, we always look at each other's nails because, like, she gets hers done, and we talk about our nails, right? And so we're in a meeting one day, and we're like a couple seats away, and I see her, like, we catch each other's eye, at, like, you know, and she's like looking at my nails, like, because we hadn't talked yet, you know, so it was like, you know, noticed my nails for the first time in that meeting. And then someone else at work was like, because they were standing out bright, and they're like, I don't know how you type with those things. And I'm like, do I wear the blue again, or is it too much attention? Like,
I don't know. Like, do you want that attention on your hands that much?
Because I'm like, are they good hands? Are my hands good?
I don't know. Do you moisturize, exfoliate?
No, I should.
You're going to become a hand model in Germany.
German hand model. Let me stop painting them that blue color. I like to alternate, so right? Funny. So, like, the last color was bright, light blue, so now I've got, like, a dark maroon.
Okay, so you'll go bright next.
Yeah, I'll go light next. I don't know about bright, but definitely light. Okay, really quickly.
Yes.
Give me a garden update.
Oh. Actually, is this an update? The pumpkins are growing into the neighbor's yard?
That's not an update. We heard that last week.
Okay, did you hear last week that they cleaned up their yard and cut off the pumpkins that are growing into the yard?
No!
Yeah. I feel bad because I haven't seen them. I've never seen these people. They're new. And I wanted to be like, I'm sorry, like, this was a joke that kind of, like, has gone out of control. And I was going to, like, be like, you can keep them if you want. They're just pumpkins. I can also, like, come in and clean the yard for you. Like, it's really okay. I feel bad.
They should have said something before they ripped them all out.
Well, I mean, they just, like, sliced it at the fence. Like,
they could have been like, hey, sorry, we don't want these in our yard. And you could have been like, yeah, cool.
Right. But they've also never seen
like,
me.
choppy.
Yeah.
Come knock on the freaking door. Your grandfather is sitting in the door every day.
He actually doesn't sit there anymore.
Oh.
Which is annoying. No, but they're not like neighbors. Like, they're like the
back.
They're like 43rd and a half street. We're 43rd Street.
Okay.
They're like butt neighbors.
I love a butt neighbor.
Yeah, but obviously it's now still growing into their yard. So I'm like, oh my God, this is a nightmare. They're going to hate me.
Just put a little note. Be like, look,
growing.
I'm sorry.
I know.
My pumpkins are out of control this year. I'll do better next year.
My pumpkins are out of control this year. As if I'm a pumpkin farmer every year.
They don't know that. They just moved in.
They don't know that.
You might be Pittsburgh's award-winning pumpkin grower.
I don't think. But
you never know.
Sunflowers are also growing. Still no flower, but they're now taller than me.
Good.
So, anyway, that's
Lovely.
the update.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, how do we end this thing? You know, we're here.
Good luck.
We've had a week. If you want to call us or message, you can. We've still got that old email, a message from pod@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. You can call us at 202-630-4509. That one I remember because I actually use that phone number.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye. Oh, wait, should we say bye in another fun way?
No.
Tell us another way to say bye in German.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.